I don't see anything. Oh, there it is. Hey guys, welcome. I couldn't see anything. I feel like technology is like messing up right now because I was just trying to do something and um, it just wasn't showing up properly. So I was like, I'll just do that later because when you try to push yourself and then you end up registering twice. So like, just be careful right now. If you're feeling called to like be pushed into a place of like rushing to do something, it's probably telling you to slow down. So, okay. So, yeah, moving into the first card, we're using the Biblical Tarot deck, and you guys know what this looks like. But I was sitting here and I was looking at restorative foods. So we were talking about rest and rejuvenation or rest and restoration. And so I was looking at the foods firsthand. Now I'm looking at the drinks. The first thing being is the beet juice. So maybe taking in consideration like what you're putting into your body. And also this could not just be physically putting into your body, but maybe mentally also what you're taking in the mind. And so the first card to come up is the Justice card. Like I said, the 10 Commandments. So this is how you structure your life, things that you abide to, rules of which you kind of adhere to, of how you morally want to see what you're doing and how you're living things out. The next thing that come up is the 8 of Grains. This has to do with the craftsman. So this says, so Bazaleel, Ahalib, and every skilled person to whom the Lord had given skill and ability to know how to carry out all the work of constructing the sanctuary are to do the work just as the Lord has commanded. So you see how this came right after the 10 Commandments. So it's a following of some sort for you in regards to your work. All right, this is Exodus 36:1. So you're being directed at this time. You have 11 and number 8 in the deck. We also have the 2 of Chalices, the bond of David and Jonathan. Sorry. And Jonathan made a covenant with David. So there's some sort of agreement that was made because he loved him as himself. So 1 Samuel 18:3. The next thing to come up is a 10 of Chalices. So this has to do with a full completion energy, that are surrounding your family. Elizabeth and Zachariah's joy. He will be a joy and delight to you, and many will rejoice because of his birth. So there is a birth coming forward. This could be a new idea or a physical birth because we've been speaking to like a physical birth coming forward. Luke 1:14. So this is 4 cards thus far. We have the 5 of Chalices. There was some sort of betrayal or jealousy behind you. Come, let's sell him to the Ishmaelites and not lay our hands on him. After all, he is our brother and our own flesh and blood. His brothers agreed. So there's somebody in your family that tried to go against you. There's a death card, an ending coming forward. All right, so we have the Queen of Chalices. This has to do with prayer. Somebody who wished for something. I prayed for this child, and the Lord had granted me for what I asked of him. Now I give him to the Lord, for his whole life will be given over to the Lord. 1 Samuel 1, verse 27 through 28. So someone had prayed over you before you got here. The World card. They prayed that you would have the world. The next thing to come up is the devil. So this is Satan tempting humans to sin. So there has been a lot of temptation surrounding you or you and your person that was trying to come around you. So maybe you were kept away from that. We have the 6 of Grains coming forward. You're a very generous person. So widow's generosity, calling his disciples to him. Jesus said, truly I tell you, this poor widow has put more into the treasury than all the others. To me, this is somebody who's like, you find a way to like keep giving even when you don't have it, or you just give, and that's just a beautiful spirit to have. Like it's very odd, not odd. I don't want to say it's odd because it's like to give is, it's selfless. I would say that most people aren't as selfless as what they think, because they feel like, oh, well, if it's your last, you don't have it to give. But sometimes giving your last or give you more in some sense, because you're not the one who's going to see ahead of what you're giving to. Like that $1 could be the $1 that starts somebody's business that turns into $500, that turns into $10,000, and then they circle back and say, you remember you gave me that $1? It's giving that kind of energy, you know. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 is the 7 of grains. This is someone who planted a very fruitful seed. Still, other seed fell on good soil, where it produced a crop 160 or 30 times what was sown. Matthew 13:8. This is a 7 of grains parable of the sower. So you're definitely somebody who's good with making great foundations. The 9 of candles. Satan tests Job. So you were tested. I mean, it shows in here. In all this, Job did not sin by charging God with wrongdoing. Job 1:22. So you, even in all of this, you still didn't go against your beliefs. And so the wheel of fortune is coming forth for you for a new cycle. There's a new cycle coming in. Could you clarify on this? It's a message coming through to you in a obscure way. Something not physical, like it's not like, oh, okay, here's a message for you. It's going to be a way in which like you just have to like read in between the lines a little bit. When the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called to him. So God knows where to reach you. Within the bush, Moses, and Moses said, here I am. Exodus 3:4, Ace of Candles, Moses and the burning bush. So you're in your Moses and a burning bush energy as of right now, because God is trying to reach you. Okay. All right, let me shuffle the card, and I have the Clueless Guidebook deck here, so let me pull one card from the Clueless deck and see what comes out. I hope that you guys are receiving these messages, because I'm trying to get as much out as possible. There's an agreement or some sort of legality that's coming forth. Okay, could you clarify? All right. I'll leave it there. So we have the Emperor energy that's coming forth. There's an Emperor that's here in your energy. There is a need for you to relax. The Queen of Wands energy. I did do this morning, but there is still need for you to relax. And there is a guidance, a woman that is passed on that is looking over you at this time. So this time is very significant for her viewership. So let's read the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, shoot. Is it back here? Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles, even in spirit, the late Mrs. Horowitz is still a source of comfort, guidance, security, plus a total Betty. When the Queen of Pentacles appears, you are called to be your own maternal inspiration. How can you create a safe, stable environment for yourself and your loved ones? Prioritizing your financial and domestic security is a start. So you're in a place right now where this is becoming or is a focus for you. You're trying to prioritize everything being stable. You want a new foundation. You want something that feels, functional and secure. And it's nothing wrong with having security. Don't feel guilty about it. It's owed to you. So I hope that you guys receive this message, and I love you so much. I'll see you tomorrow or maybe later. Bye. Love you.